I'm not sure what you know. It's receding too quickly. So in this What are you doing here?
Hey. Oh, rehearsing, trying to remember my lines. How are you?
Well, yeah, all's good, thank you.
Good. Yeah, oh my goodness, this came, but we only found out about this yesterday. So,
Good. Check it again.
get it all together.
Still filming!
Just like for the outside.
Just walk me around. I started it filming. Action.
Okay, hello, fellow ADMers. I so miss you guys. Okay, we're going into the building now. Here is the woodwork shop room. There's a bit of a thing happening today, so they're busy
What's happening today?
doing stuff.
We have an event today, so we've got a book launch of wonderful photographs of a photographer who's been taking pictures of us for years as we perform at various festivals. So we're here to support him with our act, which is called Totally Tatted. So, yeah.
Start again. All right. Last time I filmed them, it was so much more brilliant. Show the workshop. The woodwork is
Right, so the
interesting.
beginnings of the wood workshop. So imagine for ADM people, imagine that ADM has been a week, right? The ADM's been a week, so this is how far we got with the wood workshop. So they start to define the spaces of where the wood shop's going to be under artists. So they begin here. One bit of the building, go through this alleyway. We've got little things that have been made on each side. I love it. Right, and this is like the main alleyway through the building that we're stood in now, from the door, so from the other door. So we come up here, so on the right hand side. Is the beginnings of the sound studio. So they start to put in like a recording studio. This is the very beginnings of it. It's all been insulated. They put the glass in today.
Colin would have been called Buzz.
So that's
Oh yeah.
that's the music studio.
Orange Mum wasn't having any of that.
Go down, we're in the same alleyway. You turn right. Or we just put another padlock on the front.
Yeah.
I'm up for a mortise lock. We've got a storage room in here.
Storage is very
And
significant.
then round here we got
Labyrinth.
round here, imagine outside the gate ADM. Round here we've got 150 caravans and people living off the side of the road.
You're very welcome. Come, create here. We need doers, people who
So
can
we've
make
got
great stuff happen.
Like 160 caravans living around, maybe more, with no showers or toilets. So we put in showers and toilets. The local council don't like it, so it's a bit under the radar. And this is where the people who live all around in the caravans and trailers come to have their toilets and their showers. So it's like €1, they put in €1, they can have showers.
€1, €1, €1, €1, €1, €1 million euro, 1 million millions.
The local council, they don't like it. They say we're helping people to live on the street because we're putting in showers and toilets for them. We're making it easier for people to live on the street. They don't like it. But we just go on, of course.
10 million euro.
You have to go fast. Press pause.
Yeah.
So we begin like the crew notice board, the visitors book. In here's going to be pottery and things.
Pottery?
Yeah, pottery room.
Pottery?
So all the art groups now get together and decide which
Stone
space-
circles!
which space is going to have. Oh, yeah,
Crop circles. Did you say you met somebody who makes crop circles?
yeah, he's coming. He's made all of these. So he comes to do a talk, I think, next week. He's been making crop circles, he says, for like 30 years. And these are some of the ones that he's made. We'll get the depth of it.
All right, the depth. Yes. Steep, man.
Ready? Okay, so in this room, because the money for this project's come from the government, like top down, it's taken them years to get the money. In this room, there's going to be youth, what they call in England like youth provision. So kids who are a little bit in trouble, they're going to come into this space. There's £1.5 million to make this space like kiddie friendly. So yeah, it's a lot of money to be spending in that area. So in here for the youth, there's going to be an office because all their information has to be kept securely. There's going to be a games room, there's going to be like makeup areas, there's going to be like a pool table, and they're going to run their own community cafe for kids, which links up with the skate park, which is about 200 metres away. So almost like this bit in the future, we won't have access to it.
And upwards and onwards.
So up the stairs, new ceiling. New beams.
Action!
Okay, upstairs from the building. All of this was quite an old building, empty for 30 years. So proper funding came to remake the roof, remake the floor. Lots of the beams had to be jacked up, like the ones which have got the metal on them, the grey metal. And it's all been done in quite a straight way. You know, there's no squatting culture here, so it doesn't happen quickly, but it is happening. So all of these beams had to be sanded. They were all covered in paint, of course. And this is what it used to look like. This is the other half that we haven't yet done. Come and show the other half.
And you're welcome. Would you invite them? Invite the ADMers?
Yeah.
Invite
the
them.
glass.
Looking through the glass.
Okay, so that's what the building used to look like. So they got funding for half the building. This half of the building that you're looking at now, we're waiting for the next bit of funding. We got the skills to do it, but it's always a battle with the council here. They do everything in a very straight way here. So ADMers, come and help. Dragon.
And the cherry on the cake.
No, just one thing in the project.
Done!
Come in. Might be too dark. So imagine ADMer people, if you've never seen anyone, like all the people here, there's no squatting culture. So you've not seen any rover dogs, they've not seen any squatting parties, they've not seen any machines, they've seen nothing powered by gas, they've seen no theatre, dance, music, they've not seen it. So pretty crazy, they're pretty far behind there a little bit. So I tried to make this, my first one. I need Emma to come and do some welding and Errol.
It's great, man. You don't need anybody but the camp people because there's so much place and creation to be had, mate. What was your message, Jerry? Wow, the dragon. Is this your first piece?
Yeah, it's getting there. There's better bits of that in the yard, you know. There's a whole
What did you
pile
say?
there. Yeah, there's better bits. Yeah, so as I go, I learn to do the welding. So slowly but surely, it's happening. Right, so come out.
So who are you inviting actually? Sorry for interrupting you.
Yeah, so who are we inviting? So imagine, it's difficult to explain. They've never seen anything here, so all those skills that we used to take for ADM for granted every day, you bring them here, it's like showing them magic. So,
One mustn't grumble, show some jolly.
So it's good, but yeah, it'd be easier if there was. It'd just be easier with more ADMs here, basically. Probably that's never going to happen, but it's one of my dreams now. Alright, cool. Yeah, exciting project, but yeah, it's difficult.
Garden. You have a large garden. So you're gonna.
Yeah, Julia's garden maybe. Julia's good with garden things. Well, Julia's good with lots of things. She's filming.
No, I'm sorry. Excuse me. Yeah.
Not with filming. Okay, sorry. Actually, it's the batteries.
So film this way, then I'll do my best about the garden. So the garden's been here for like, I don't know, I think minimum 4 years, and sometimes the powers that be wanted to take it back and make it into a car park for the building next door, but they resisted all that, and now they've got this beautiful garden growing lots of things, a bit like the ADM garden, like the greenhouse garden. So loads of crazy plants growing here, food comes out of here, but with the weather we have now, we don't, yeah, it's too hot. Oh, and then this building, this is a cool building actually. So they call this the Argos building, right? And
Like Hermes.
The reason they call it the Argos building is like, look, come this way.
Mad.
So in England they have this company called Argos, and they used to have a book with everything for sale in this book, right? And this whole building here is just made out of these catalogues, the books from them. Like they give them away because they don't need them anymore, everything's on computer. So the whole building, maybe these, it's been here 6 years already. It's really good. It's very clever. That bit is very ADM, that bit.
But very well made. Tomatoes. So would you say finalizing?
Huh?
Finalizing the video?
Yeah, how do you want to do that?
Walking through there in front of the building, final words.
Oh yeah, okay. Not with this crazy guy around here. We'll do that in a minute. Okay, so if you look up, you see our first piece of art that went up a couple of days ago. It's like these, very easy of course, it's just like a mannequin with sprayed gold but didn't have any trousers. So today the big meeting, like the once a month ADM meeting, about once a week here, and they have a big discussion like, well, is that okay? Maybe it's not good. Some people like it, some people don't like it. It's like, yeah. So now they have a big discussion about what is art, and if you want to do art, do you have to speak to the forum, the rest of the group? If you want to do something, you might have to ask them to, even with something like this, you have to go to the rest of the group. So now if you think about what we did at ADM, that was amazing, because this is what happens if you're learning it as you go. It takes them a long time. They have to catch up a bit. And they got no models, because they've got no squatting culture in this country, so it's not like Holland, where you've got a super strong culture, even though it's being oppressed. It was strong to the beginning, but ours is being doubly oppressed. It was weak, and now it's being oppressed as well. So
You have an amazing place here. It's all about creation.
we have to do about thing about them
People
change-
come here, yeah.
we have to do something
Come
about
to
them
play.
about them changing the law. We have to do something about that
Yes.
in this video.